About 5 years ago, when I was teaching kindergarten, I had a bunch of kids who were diagnosed either with dyslexia or with, they ended up being special education, right? But my understanding of that was that how is this, why is this being labeled? Because I remember feeling like them during my entire school years, 12 years of schooling, middle school and high school and then in college. And, I survived just fine. Yeah, it was a bit more difficult. And it was interesting to see how the kids were were still being little, right? Kindergarten and first grade, second grade, right? In my primary, when I was teaching primary and kindergarten and first and second grade and preschool, but the kids were still fine. They were okay with that. They were just trying to explore their surroundings and understand better what's happening. And I realized that I also had the same thing as these kids. And however, when I grew up, right, I grew up in Romania during the communist regime, so we really didn't have any, good assessment or none of that. So I kind of like skated through middle school, high school, without really knowing what was happening, right? Or why it was so difficult to kind of adjust to things and understand what was happening around me and not being overwhelmed by information around me. And the other day I was like, why am I always, I literally felt like the other day. So first of all, I really like sun. Okay, I could live very happily in the southern region and with a lot of sun, and I'm kind of blooming when there's sun around. But where I live here, which I really love it, and we have a lot. It's still springtime. We still have a lot of like weather that turns from spring to summer. It's still in the middle, and I realized that one thing that this training of our kids that we do in schools, or go go go, hustle hustle, can mislead them further on into becoming somebody that don't really understand that it's okay to be quiet, it's okay to sit back, it's okay to relax, it's okay to just take it easy. And because the way I grew up, I was always under the impression, and especially I'm from a German family, right? My half of my side of my family are German, back in Romania, in the German community. Well, there, my aunt, my dad, my mom's um, thinking was always, go, 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 get your grades in, always hustle, hustle, be the best you can. There's no sitting down, there's no relaxing, none of that. You gotta go at all times, right? And I realized a bunch of days ago how many of us are still doing that, even later in our life, because we've been, programmed with this patriarchal society to really hustle, hustle, and go, go, and especially if you have a business or you want to try to open your own business, and then the idea is like, oh my god, I gotta hustle, hustle, right? That's the mentality, that is the culture that we live in. And I equate that with my which is really wrong, actually. I just realized, and maybe you guys can help me out and tell me, are you experiencing the same things? Do you go through the same things where you end up like, I gotta get this done, and if it doesn't get this done today, well, I'll have to do it back tomorrow, and it gotta go, go, go all the time. And I realized, so I equate this kind of mentality with the spring season, where we're waiting, especially up here in the northern hemisphere, right? We're waiting for the good days to come in, for the good summer days and warm weather and whatnot. And look at this clouds behind me. 5 minutes ago, I'm not even kidding you. It was, see that hole in the sky? Okay, that's what we had 5 minutes ago. Okay, the temperature changes from like summer hot to springish cold, right? And I just realized that I was so mad at it. I was so mad at it. I'm so mad at this weather. I'm angry at this weather. I'm angry at that anything that's just doesn't move forward as it should, or in my belief. And I'm realizing it's all programming. You guys, do you feel the same? Or you feel like, fuck, it's just the programming that's running in the background of like, no, you gotta do this, and that. Did you get up at 7 this morning? Oh, yeah. Did you get up at 6 in the morning today? You gotta go, go, go. And oh, did you stay up late tonight? Because you still need to go because you're not done your projects for tomorrow, right? And did you know that, strange enough, it's being said, the research is showing that people like us who are like really suffer from this, ADHD, from dyslexia, from ADHD, from like a constant hustle mentality. Either it's coming from programming, or, right, you're in the 12 years of school, sitting in the classrooms and completely being like bored to death. And that you're like wondering, okay, when am I going to do something fun around here? Come on, let's move on. And I wonder if this is happening for you and how you feeling about this, because guys, it's I can't even fall asleep at nighttime because my thinking is like, no, 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 it's gotta go, go, go. We're not done. Oh my gosh, did I finish all the gardening? Wait, let me show you. There's the gardening. Oh, I still have stuff to do. I still have plants to plant. I still have not finished this. I still have to. And that's also a trade that moms run in the background, where they end up like literally not even having a day off, not even 10 minutes for themselves to kind of like relax in their being, and just enjoy the day without having to do anything, just kind of like take it easy. So I realized that for a lot of us, this has been a program that runs in the background. It's mostly affect moms and children in school, where there's such high expectations at all times. You gotta be perfect all the time. You gotta sit on your desk, not moving your desk, not bounce, not move your feet, not move your arms, sit like a little robot. During these 5 years, when I start finally my entire view kind of start changing, a little bit like, well, but how okay is this? Like, what are we doing to our kids? What are we doing to our moms, having such high, impossible to achieve expectations that are totally impossible to achieve? Like, it's impossible. It's like it's having a dog that's barking, but like, well, shouldn't dogs bark? That's what they're meant for. They're not meant to be there and not move and be quiet. Okay? They are dogs. So we have different, so I believe it's almost like has been a in our culture, it's been this programming in the background where moms, kids in schools, and then of course like later on, especially females and women, right, getting into their jobs, getting whatever job there is this mentality that no, you gotta go all the time. So, and I'm equating this with how I want the weather to be. Like this mentality of like controlling, it's almost like we've been women have been forced to believe that they gotta control their behavior at all times, and boys and guys as well, right? Guys are not allowed to cry, guys are not allowed to do this. And of course, if you're a girl and you start kind of like misbehaving in school, but because you have all this like energy penned up in your body and you can't release it, then of course there are going to become misbehaviors, and there's going to come all these like things that we shouldn't have to be. These behaviors are coming out because the system is wrongly set up. Okay, I think that's my point. This is my point, and I'm equating this with the weather. When I realized, maybe 2 days ago, okay, I'm like, okay, I want spring, like right now. Okay, what's the problem with spring? We're May. We're going into June, you guys. How is the weather to your place? I seen you guys like had a whole bunch of like down south and middle states. We all had like all these horrible tornadoes, and my heart goes out to you guys. And I'm really hoping that you're safe. And I can't even imagine how that would change your life, right? And it's all due to inclement weather. But truly, it's um it's this I'm noticing expectations that are beyond the normal reasoning. It's impossible to have a spring that is only perfect and only sunny weather. That's not how the life works. Life is like up and down, right? Life is like the ocean. The waves are going up and down and up and down. There is no go go go. If you have an ocean that go go that display um this kind of like pattern where waves are only coming in and go go go, well, that's a tsunami. And what does tsunami does, right? What does a tsunami do? It destroys things. Well, the same is applicable for us women, females, moms, and our kids, especially in how our schools are turning into our this entire programming in school that turns even more and more and more, right? You're not allowed to say this, you're not allowed to say that, you're not allowed to say she or he in school anymore. No, it's an it, right? And I'm not going to get into that. That's a conversation for another time. But I'm wondering if we as females and women and moms have been trained and hammered into thinking and expecting having unreasonable expectations of ourselves, of our children, of our kids in school, and literally of the weather. Look, it keeps moving. It's right there now, moving over towards Canada, right? The beautiful skies. And I'm so mad. I'm like, honest to God, talking about all this, like, oh, we're enlightened, we're light workers, and we know we're here to become better and evolve. But truly, how can you evolve if your human body still starts like, what the fuck? What's up with the weather? Why is it not summer yet? Why is it not hot weather? I want good weather, right? And yet, right, I want good weather. I want to have my behavior kids perfectly lined up. I don't want to have any behavior kids. I don't want to have any students who are misbehaving. I don't want to have this. I don't want to have that. However, that is so unrealistic. The expectations that we're setting up on ourselves as females, as women, as moms, as kids, it's so wrong. That is a patriarchal system set in. And I'm telling you one thing, guys and men have a totally different mentality. They're okay to do that. My husband tells me, and here's the thing, I didn't grow up with men in the house, right? My family was two generations of women who had, men or husbands or who were kind of like in the background, and we were like mostly, what the woman says in the house, this how this goes. However, how our women in my family were, and you tell me how you had it in your family, that's influenced your beliefs system and your thinking. Because in my family, women in the household were behaving like men. We're like, no, we gotta go, go, go. Oh, we have emotions today. You feel like sitting down and relaxing. Oh, well, that's not how we're doing in our family. That's a no-go. And if you have a business, for example, if you're running a business, the paradigm is changing, all right? We are offering now and we're doing business differently. We're moving away. It's not sustainable because it's not sustainable anymore. It's not sustainable. The mentality of go, 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 and don't have any relapse. Like, don't look for, oh, you're having a relapse there. Oh, you're a failure. Oh, what a bad kid you are. Oh, you're such a bad student. No, that's not how we're doing in our family, right? Those are impossible Those are impossible um, expectations to achieve. Nature does not function like that. Look over here, cloudy and sunny, right? We have spring, we have seasons. We're moving from season to season. However, the seasons, natural seasons, as weather states, or how women go right through their seasons in life, right, from a young daughter to, and then they're becoming young women, and then becoming moms, and then right, and then becoming the kids move out of the house later on. That's also turning into seasons. My point is that you tell me how you feel. You tell me in the comments how you guys are feeling, because these seasons are not a dry cut. So if you're feeling down, and if you're feeling depressed, and you're feeling like, oh, what the hell? Like, this is not making any sense. I feel like a failure today. I feel like I've not achieved anything. Nothing is working out for me. I have a bad day. Oh my God, I have like a week of a bad day. It's a bad week. I'm here to tell you that that's okay. All right? It's normal. It's normal to feel like that. It's normal to feel depressed. It's normal to feel down. It's like the weather. It's normal to have clouds, have rain. And then the only challenge becomes in enjoying, seeing the now, seeing the raindrops, right? That the rain just dropped a little bit and we have like the raindrops, or having, oh, it's a bit chilly out there, right? As seasons go, right? It's a bit chilly. Well, it's okay. I'll get something cozy. I'll get myself a tea. So I want you guys to really take it easy and take it, like enjoy what you're doing. Enjoy the downs and ups. It's okay. It's okay. Relax in that being, in the state of now. And from there, everything will grow up further. So we have a webinar that's coming up, and it talks more about how we actually, and I'm so excited, you guys, to invite you to this, where this Wednesday we're having a webinar about how we can better ourselves as women and as moms, and getting empowered, acknowledging and accepting still these downs and ups, these waves, up and down like the oceans. It's okay. It's okay. So I want you, please, just relax in who you are, and enjoy your day. Stuck in traffic or whatever. The kids are having a tantrum. The dogs are barking. Things are not the best today. The weather sucks. So look at this shade clouds right behind me, right? I have to put my plants. I have like a little hot house with seedlings growing. Every 5 minutes, I go and take the hot house off, open it for the sun, and then, oh, it's raining again with cold rain, right? So I have to put it back on, and it's okay. All right? So please enjoy. Stick around for our webinar if you're interested. Drop water. And we're learning the wisdom of water, because water is the one who's teaching us as the foremost element in nature. In all its forms, it teaches us how to live our lives better, right? Teaches how to become more wise, how to truly become empowered, but become empowered not about a dream in the future that we want to live or have, like, right, I want my sunny days. No, get empowered in your now. Whatever your now is right now, whatever you're feeling, stop. Look at whatever is around you. Say, fuck, I hate this. But you know what? It's still cool, okay? Look, I'm wearing my cool thing for my cold weather again. Underneath, I have all my, hot summer clothes and tops, and that's okay. All right. So enjoy your evening tonight, and I love you all. And stay tuned for our masterclass, water wisdom and health to wealth, true water wisdom. I love you all, you guys. See you later.